I was looking at like the stuff that's coming out for the game, like these events and stuff they're announced today and like or yesterday, and like I don't understand why they're releasing the chaotic alliance raid on the 24th of December. Like,
I mean,
It's
it's
because Japanese people don't really celebrate Christmas, so for them it's just like any other day
oh
in the
really?
week.
They
Yeah.
know we exist, right?
Well, you also know that the game's catered mostly for the Japanese audience. There's a whole rant about how they're able to triple weave and the game's like designed around triple weaving, but the rest of the world can't triple weave, so it's yeah, that's mostly why.
Game is designed around triple.
Well, at least double weaving.
Is there much benefit to triple weaving? When I was looking at builds before, occasionally they would mention triple weaving if at all possible for you, but they said that the damage increase is always just nearly negligible. You probably need a specific job, a specific setup for it to be worth it.
Isn't it like Monk that you're meant to like lock your FPS to a certain value to make the job play better?
I've heard that. Didn't
This
William
could be
say
an
like
extra
it's impossible to play
test.
without it?
yeah. Killiam did say that he needed to lock it and he needed what was it, Clippy? Otherwise, he just couldn't play the job.
I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think it's that bad. I
Was
think
he
that's
just blowing it out of proportion, or?
I think that might just be Quilliam.
Yeah, but like, you know, he's the type of guy who would notice small changes like that. He's like, huh? Why doesn't it work exactly how I want it? And then if it's not exactly how I want it, it's unplayable.
Yeah.
I think I did like an alliance roulette the other day with Monk just to like level it, and I got like the level 80 alliance raid, so you near ones, and the dancer put the dance partner on me, and I just immediately was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Please put it on the Viper.
It's 1, 2, 3. Follow the glowy orbs.
Yeah, that bit's fine. It's just all the other stuff about the chakras and stuff. I didn't realize the tooltips. I've just been like, most of the time I just like load in the front line as it and then switch to another job, just get the XP and run.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's the worst DPS for me.
I think with all the new skills, I like it a bit less. It was quite clean at level 90, but level 100 you need to like do part of your big combo and then activate your buffs.
Ooh.
So
I did some investigation, Hank time. You're not worthy of a second melee card.
Wow, I think your
Right,
research
as
is
you
wrong.
beat for the second one.
Fuck.
oh, Hank, I found out why Monk's actually pretty good in this fight. Remember we were talking about it last time?
Yeah.
So seizure and downtime, it can still build its like burst meter basically. So you can go into it with like full burst.
Why? Is it because it doesn't particularly need a target with their AoEs? Or...
Yeah, because you can use AoEs to do it.
Oh, but you don't need to hit the target to get the gauge.
No.
Oh. Yeah, that explains why Monk did so much damage.
I still have no idea why Dragoon's up there.
Yeah.
Probably just the battle litany, the crit.
Guess it feels like there's a lot of things you can drift on Dragoon that'll make it bad.
Yeah. Yeah, for a pretty locked in 10 button rotation, it's OGCDs.
Like even then you've got like 2 buffs to drift, you got like a 30-second buff to drift. You got your dots and your personal buff to drift. Seems like there's a lot to drift, but somehow it's like number 2 in DPS.
I saw someone complain that people were locking out Sage and wanting the Scholar for the, I guess it's for the chain stratagem and the buffs. Swordy is not online, which is nothing.
Yeah, he's never online on Steam. Oh, Steam. Discord. Yeah, but he's also not online in game.
It's probably...
He's gonna be the new Roro.
Well, yeah, if he says, "Oh, sorry, I fell asleep. I was taking a nap," then definitely.
How is this just like a common group thing that happens?
I think it's just like a 14 thing. I don't know. I've seen it so much.
Yeah, in my other static, I also have 2 people that do that.
If it was Kudium a few times, no?
It was, yeah. There's a really bad Quilliam one. We waited like an hour, didn't we?
Yeah, and then he woke up. He was like, "Oh, hey guys."
I think someone else did it as well, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it was Fergie. No?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah. Although usually he just comes from his job, and like sometimes the bus gets delayed, but he usually sends a message.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Maybe
sent a
he got
message
home
last
early
time.
and then slept.
And you know, Jamie, I shouldn't look up and improve my rotation and stuff directly after the session because
You forgot it.
I forgot everything I did. I didn't write it
Well,
down anywhere.
Well, you have time now, so...
Gotta write it down.
Yeah. Let me get my logs open again.
I'll be changing up my healing rotation a little bit after review.
So basically get ready with the second one.
Yes. Assigning personals.
Jaima and Surgery have surprisingly similar performance. Like, you're interchangeable in terms of damage, at least from the stuff I checked.
I heard some people not too happy about Summoner in this one, I think.
I think everything except Picto.
Yeah.
Well, out of all the magic, I think they're least happy with Summoner.
It's because at least Red Mage has a party buff, so then it's like, oh, you can
I think it also does more damage, maybe?
possibly, and then Black Mage will do enough, probably not as much as Picto, but
Yeah.
more than the others, provided.
Yeah, Red Mage does more damage, so and it has a faster raise, so I think people are just kind of like, why play Summoner at this point? Obviously the higher end, but...
I looked at the stats, and I think quite a few of the World First teams had like just double caster, one Red Mage, one Picto, so they still had the res for the prog. And then Picto's just like, it doesn't matter that it's a caster, it's just fucking cracked.
55 Red Mage, 5 Summoner. It is the least popular job behind Black Mage, which is 17. Picto's at 309.
Somebody pointed out though, they obviously knew Picto was going to be overpowered because they changed the way the limit break works.
Yeah, I heard
like that's so obvious now that they knew that they didn't want people taking basically 2 Pictos in.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Because if you took 2 Pictos in, you'd probably be like clearing phases before the last mechanics.
With Black Mage, right? Last time. That they took 2 Black Mage or something. But yeah, if you would take 2 Pictos now. Probably a little even more unbalanced.
kind of wonder though, like, is having 2 pictos throughout the entirety of the fight worth just not having an LV3? Like,
You'll probably need it at the end.
Trying to think in UCOB you didn't need the LB, I think. You definitely did.
Kinda needed it, but not really.
Where did we use it? Or...
During that massive fireball.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you maybe kinda need it then.
I think you can out heal it.
Hello.
Needed it in T though, didn't you? Yeah.
Yes. There was unavoidable one.
Yeah.
During transition. And Ovo, of course.
You need 4.
I got more casts of LB3 during Ovo than I'll probably ever do in the rest of my FF14 career. We are talking about Swergy, right?
Yeah. We're asking whether we can make it Sunday or Monday. He didn't even say a thing.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Uh-oh. Well, he couldn't make... He said he was away over the weekend. So I just assumed...
Oh yeah, he was
He
the
wouldn't
one
be
who
around
said
on
he
Sunday?
couldn't on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he did a react on the Monday one.
Yeah, yeah. I really wanted to try and get Kristav in just to see how, like, if having a Picto really makes that much of a difference.
No, that's the Kristoff factor.
Yeah, I mean he's playing WoW at the moment. Drag him into this. Drag in 1 pull, see the Picto burst, leave.
He's browsing my projects. Is he making add-ons? For a while?
So weird that like WoW rating is basically built around add-ons and then 14 is just like nope. Not at all.
I mean, some of them are. Like I didn't really read the headlines because I'm avoiding spoilers about this current ultimate, but there was something about add-on use in the world.
The first guild that cleared it, a person posted a screenshot with a plugin on it. There was like 1 pixel of it.
It was that pixel one, so it was just a big red dot in the middle.
Yeah.
So they were using the pixel thing to see their hitbox or whatever.
I mean, also Party Finder does the auto marker for feathers, I think.
I'm pretty sure during one of my clears of M1s, I think, people were like getting out like callouts, I don't know, suspiciously quickly. Suspiciously customized. When I was just PF clearing it.
In M1S.
Yes.
Or what?
The dodges Because you need to remember where to stand during her lock-ins
Oh,
of the mechanic.
The knock,
Oh.
the knock up or the knock
I can
down.
imagine people doing macros for that if they
Yeah.
had a hard time with PF.
But
think
I
I
mean,
did
you
use
need a
it
lot of
macros.
macros though, because you need 4 for each mechanic, so you need 8 total macros. And those macros are being
Well,
posted
you know,
very quickly, so I'm like,
only
eh.
Oh,
There are
yeah.
4 possible positions for each mechanic, right?
Yeah.
And then there's also variation for in and out. And it was posted as a single message.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Did you report the guy?
Not each mechanic, but like for one mechanic it was one message. So it wasn't like, okay, the marker, then whether it's in or out. No, I didn't report because it made it very easy. I got my clear. I mean, is that red dot even necessary? Is it really that good?
No, but I think the
No.
issue
Just
was
take off your dress off of your glam and
I think
just
the
go naked like
guy,
I do, and there you go. You don't need.
the guy that runs the world first stuff said he looked into it, and not so much the issue was with the dot specifically, but apparently the tool that they used to put the dot in has loads of other features that that would make it load easier that they were probably using if they were using the dot as well. So that's why people jumped on it. Somebody pointed out it's like I think the last 2 groups that have been caught using it have both been Japanese. So it's like the Japanese are just really bad at hiding that they're cheating compared to, I don't know, the Americans and the Europeans must be a bit more sketchy. Know what they're up to.
I guess people don't care if you're not clearing first. People aren't checking.
Well, they were first, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if Japanese come in first, they get checked.
It's not even that they were checked. They posted it themselves in both cases. Well, the first one for top, like they sent it to someone, and that person posted it on the internet without like them knowing it. And in this case, the person just posted a screenshot that I don't think he realized you could see the pixel on it.
Yeah, because I think he deleted it, but people had already screenshotted it.
He's like, "What do you mean? Isn't this part of the game?"
In both cases, if it didn't leak, they'd probably be the first.
But they're not considered the first because of this?
No.
Okay. I guess we're dealing with a situation where possibly Swergy is not here then.
We'll give it to past, and if they don't show up, we'll call it, I guess. I mean, I could just post on Party Finder and try and find a random pug, but
Blind.
But I guess while we're here, we can have that conversation. So, yeah, I don't know what people's feelings are about when we clear a phase to look up the Party Finder strats then and see about maybe adapting ours a bit, just so that we have an option to use Party Finder potentially if, we get stuck, kind of like we did at the end of last week where I couldn't find anyone. I messaged a few places and servers and people, but I kind of feel like whenever I mentioned that we had kind of done it blind and it was a wee bit different and then just got radio silence from people. So that's when I went and looked up what Party Finder actually did and realized it wasn't that different. So I've done it for that first phase. I haven't seen the second phase or anything, but it may make just overall prog a bit easier, that we have at least a fallback to get through and at least see the phase that we want to see, even if we don't really progress it much. We can practice earlier phases and potentially just gather more data whenever we're missing someone.
Yeah, I have no problem with it as long as like we know our one works. It's not just like oh we LB freeze through it or something.
Yeah, and that's it, and that's why I would probably keep it just until we clearly clear a phase.
Yeah.
Because like at the end of the day, like I don't know about you guys, but like when we were working through Arcadian, like but we checked M1 and stuff after we cleared it. We didn't wait till we cleared M4 to check them all. So, it's just that the ultimate is kind of like all those fights lumped together in one. So, in terms of the
especially
phases,
if you have something that carries over into the next phase or something, like Twintania puddles or some shit.
Yeah, there's like kind of a risk of maybe something like that getting spoiled. Because we might think that we resolved the mechanic, but then turns out we needed to do it a different way to set it up for the next phase. It's like a hidden mechanic like Uwu, as mentioned.
possibly. I guess it depends. Yeah, if it's a buff like Uwu or something.
I guess I'd be fine with it because I think the whole point of doing it blind is to figure out the strats. And then obviously clear it using our strats. And I feel like if we definitively cleared a phase, we feel confident that we know the mechanic throughout. Yep.
Yeah, like I kind of feel like because we cleared phase 1 already, like we solved that puzzle. It's just about making.
Yeah. Phase 1 I don't care.
tweaks.
Like if you want to make it PF, let's go for it.
It's just more trying to keep I don't know the frequency up.
Like are people also fine with changing strats?
I guess it
Getting a new one
depends.
as well.
Where do you even find the PF guides anyway?
I just went on the LPDU server.
What's that?
LPDU, like Party Finder does ultimates. So it's like a Discord server for all the ultimates, including the old ones. So they've got like strats. And if you ever look, yeah. Have you got a link for it? I can send you a link to it if you want.
Yeah, just I googled that.
And like there, so if you ever wanted to like prog Uwu or UCOB or whatever in Party Finder, they've got stats, and you usually see that in like the light Party Finder anyway. People will post and say in the message like LD or LP DU strats. So there was one. They have a channel on there called FRU Early Start Discussions, and then there's different threads for each phase. So I just looked at phase 1, and they had a raid plan in there.
Need to find out how you like improve yourself on it first.
Yeah.
To get access.
I have a link to the phase 1 raid plan if you want it. Funnily enough, it was the exact same one that Mitsunari had looked at. So,
yeah, can you send that one to me, please?
Yeah.
And I'll figure out how to actually get into this at another time. Excuse me.
It's a big disclaimer in the first page. Remember, this is still week 1. But yeah, it was only whenever people weren't getting back to me, I was like, right, fuck it, I'm just gonna look and see like if we're doing something madly different. And then when I clicked through it, I was actually like, well, this is basically the same. Just things like priorities, I think, are different. But other than that, the actual movements and the execution of the mechanic is more or less the same.
Eric, you're still doing hardcore in PoE?
Yeah. I'm
Haven't
actually
died yet.
Oh, right away.
I'm on PB. Well, I played a bit of softcore first, just to get the feel for it. I think I'm about to go to the Act 2 boss. Haven't seen it yet. I'm actually slightly broken right now. I think the only way I can die is if because of overconfidence. Or just getting one shot, of course.
I mean, if you're that confident, it means that you can't get one shot.
Well, occasionally you get just stun locked and you can do anything.
I feel like that's very rare. I'm going through Act 3 on
happens-
soft corner.
That happens to me a bunch. Just getting stun locked. Well, not necessarily stun locked, as much as body blocked, and then I can't move.
What are you playing? What class?
Monk.
Ah,
And I kind of need to like
That
build resources to deal damage. So if I get surrendered, can't move, I'm being stunned, and I don't always have the option to just instantly get out of it.
makes sense. I guess you're looking forward to the patch then.
Well, they somewhat fixed it yesterday. Like it's a little easier to get out of it. Like they decreased the size of the player.
Did they apply it already? I thought it was
Yeah,
next
yes.
time.
I thought it came out yesterday.
They published a bunch of notes, but only some of the stuff got actually pushed out.
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure then. I thought it came out
The
yesterday.
SIBA.
I saw the like skill tree for PoE and was just like, nope, it's not for me.
I know I want to, but if I start with it, then I won't stop.
Yeah.
The current implementation isn't bad. That's the reason I never started FFXIV. Well, I started, but I never actually got into it. Was because of the complexity. This is simple enough that you can just get by without looking anything up or whatever.
My
As
whole
long as you
thing,
don't be hardcore. Like
my whole thing with like PoE, the thing I read was just like basically you need to kind of know what you're doing when you're building your build, basically, because like you can, if you just like randomly spread shit, you're just not going to be able to do anything in the game.
I mean, you need just basic gaming logic, like, okay, I'm a mage, I should probably increase spell damage into like... As long as you don't start like just going all strength and just getting like some random ass stats, yeah, you'll be fine. And in PoE 2 it's much easier to respec.
Oh, okay.
I mean, none of you have a ear picker or something.
Not well, weird. Let's see,
I mean-
720. Yeah, 720. I've got a couple 700 pieces, so that's what I have.
What was the question last?
If anyone could swap to Victor or Pass.
Oh, no. I only have Astro and Paladin at appropriate item.
Yeah, that's the problem with the ultimates, is you kind of need Biz or very close to it, and you kind of don't think you'd be able to get away with. Maybe you could get away with not having like a Fizz ranged, for example, but losing the 1% on health and
Yeah,
damage
health is
would-
probably the biggest issue then.
not be fun. Didn't Swergy say last time he was late is because due to strikes in France. Do you think he's striking now as well? Until they buffed Summoner.
Yeah, an Italian, then maybe it's a French guy's time to visit a sea. With me plans.
He was Italian.
Well, the guy they call is Italian, apparently.
Oh, in America?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I read that like he really like hurt his back or something. So I'm guessing it's like he hurt his back, his health insurance wouldn't cover it, and he just went into a bit of a spiral.
His
sort of thing.
parents apparently were pretty rich, so that probably isn't it.
Ah, okay.
But apparently he did shrooms and stuff. Maybe a little bit too much of a.
You need to do shrooms for a long time to plan
He-
this all out and execute well.
He was like a computer scientist or someone. I saw someone say that he worked on Civ 6 apparently, fixing bugs, among other things. Like, but yeah, it seemed like a pretty.
He's not that rich, then. I mean, you're a software developer on a game. It seems like, well, what did his parents do? Maybe he just didn't inherit any of that wealth. He was solo.
Not sure.
He got bankrupted.
Only what I heard is that his parents were somewhat rich. I imagine if he had health issues, his parents would step in to help him.
Depends on the parents, yeah.
Guess so.
Do you guys know Swartry? Is he like? Do you it just purely through FF14 through raiding?
Yeah.
Yes.
But he's not online in the game.
He's not on Discord either.
Yeah, but he's. I've never seen him online in my life. On Discord.
Yeah, fair. I think we'll just call it there then.
No, even got us up to there.
Yeah, sorry Mitsunari for wasting your time.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
apologies.
I think it's cursed. We're not supposed to raid together anymore. Zoran, Yoshi P has said we're not allowed anymore.
I know. Still random because this is the first time this has happened since we started doing free. So.
That's what I mean. I'm cursed.
Mm.
Okay, well, I'm gonna drop off then because I need to do M4 reclear. Thanks. It was nice
Cool,
meeting
alright.
everyone.